This is one of my final 4 videos on Forrest Fenn's The Thrill of the Chase. This is being recorded on Saturday, 30 November 2019, although it will probably be released around 20 April 2020. What I wanted to point out, this video is tentatively called Typography, Literature and Alignment. What I wanted to point out is some of the possible clues in the fonts and typography in the treasure map. This is the version which is available online. I don't know if it corresponds precisely with the one in the book, but this is what I've noticed. Zooming in, notice the C here. If comparing that to the other capitals, the C seems to be a larger font. And I wonder whether that is Forrest trying to make reference to C as in the letter, but also C as in looking, S-E-E, where one of my previous videos I mentioned that the keyword may be look, as in double O's representing double omegas. So look quickly down, maybe a reference to looking for the double omegas in determining the final location for the treasure. The relevance of the C is that there is very few towns which are identified in Montana in particular. You've got Glacier National Park's got a C, but if you go through them, the only ones that really stand out, you got the C from Rocky Mountains, which may be relevant, and I'll explain that a bit later. But apart from that, there's really, I've got Bighorn Canyon National Park, but that's pretty much it. So if you go through the poem, just bring up that image. This is one I did earlier. These are the words in the poem which contain the letter C. I'm not sure if that helps you any in identifying some hidden meaning, but that may be something as to another hint, just to look, or to look for the double omegas. The letter C may also be relevant to the chase and to Forrest Fenn, as the search area or the clues from start to finish resemble a big C. So it starts up here in Warm Creek picnic area, which is just there, and using the measuring tool to show you the path. The path is something like there, across there, follow the canyon down to about there, and along Cache Creek to about there. So that's your C shape. There's also the possibility that there may be some reference to Forrest Fenn's personal experience with cancer treatment, as in the big C, as it is sometimes referred to. Another thing to notice in the poem is these letters with the capital N. And you notice the tail, the downstroke on the N, extends beyond the next 2 characters, which seems rather strange as a font. I believe there's 2 of those in there. If you look at the book by Ernest Hemingway titled Islands in the Stream, this is the cover art, and if you look at the N's in there, it adopts a similar style where the downstroke or the upstroke is extended, one up, one down. So that may be some reference. There was the situation where Forrest Fenn referred to books by Ernest Hemingway, and there was some confusion about the title of the books. Perhaps in his own way, Forrest may be trying to refer to this book, Islands in the Stream, which if you go to Google Earth, that's kind of the shape. A bit of an island shape, similar to Treasure Island, I guess, as in one of my previous videos. And the other reference to islands in the stream, if you read the Wikipedia entry, the book was originally intended to revive Hemingway's reputation after the negative reviews of Across the River and Into the Trees. And if you look at the search location, there's the blaze there. If you follow the title of the book, Across the River and Into the Trees, you end up in this location here, which I explained in another video that I've also released on the same day. There's a diamond shape there which may point to the final location of the treasure chest. I've referred to this photo from the old Santa Fe Trading Co. website in a previous video that it may have some indications based on these two photos, these two paintings. One of a butte, which I don't know the title of, and the other one has the title of Cheyenne Camp. And I think those two, Cheyenne and Butte, may actually have a double meaning for the purpose of locating the treasure. Going back to the map, back to this one here, I've drawn a line from Cheyenne in Wyoming through to Butte, being the two references from the paintings, and extended that line onwards. The other line I've drawn is from Helena, which also means bright or blaze, through Deer Lodge and continuing through to the O in Bitterroots, or the second O in Bitterroots. And what you find is that meets pretty much just below the writing for anacondas. And the relevance of that, if you zoom in, I'll show you another image of the map. The relevance of that, if you can see from this is a JPEG image. I don't know if there is any better resolution out there. But if you zoom in, under the N and D in anacondas, you can see 56 in grey. It's almost hidden in the detail on the map. So 56, that actually matches up with the Google Earth image in the box, just in there, which is right near the creek. So if you look in there and rotate the image, there's a 6 there, there's a 5 there, and there may also be a 5 there. So there seems to be a correlation there between the treasure map and what is indicated in Google Earth. So if you are to draw a line from Helena through Deer Lodge and continue that on, you'll find two other things of interest. The O with the dot in the center, which is called a circumpunct and is a symbol for gold. But you'll also find this cross here, that's the vertical, that's the horizontal, and there's also a very faint cross just to the right and down a bit, which is there and across there. And the relevance of those two crosses is to the drawing of Lollipop in one of Forrest Fenn's books, which I'll show you now. That's the image that I'm referring to, and the two crosses are those two behind the bed head. And there's also some other features where I think the fan may be another representation of an area leading to the location of the treasure chest. I think this single stem may represent a tree or a shadow cast by the tree, and the box may represent the treasure chest. The other features are the X on the door, which I believe is close to the tree where the treasure is located. Going back to the treasure map and the poem, there are other indications that there may be text or images concealed in the relief drawings, the shading which represents the vegetation or mountains. Of particular interest, this one here, which is meant to be Highway 1, I don't know that that vertical stroke is actually a 1 if you compare it to the one up here, and also the shape of the circle seems more oval. It seems to be elongated top to bottom rather than a circle like the rest of them, but that may just be an aberration. If you go over here to the declination line near Helena, you might find there's a reversed F there and another F facing the other way there. There seems to be some sort of text or writing over in this region here, and the other one I picked up was in Thermopolis. So just in that region there, as to whether that may have some writing, but most of this hidden text is just on the fringe of being able to actually see. So I don't know if there's anyone out there who can sharpen the image or extract the text from the background. The other thing to mention with Beartooth, the double omega, in that you're looking at that may be an indication of look or see, where the treasure location, according to my solve, is probably just under the S there in Absarokas. Another feature which may or may not be intended is in the poem As I Have Gone in there, As I Have Gone Alone in There, and there's a declination line through there which leads up to Helena and that region, which appears to be a representation of the stream around Cache Creek in the area indicated in my other videos. So possibly in there may be an indication together with the line, and the other indication, going to the treasure location, just straighten that up. If that tree there is the final location, as I have indicated, there's one tree in there, there's one tree inside the box, it is alone, and if my solve is anywhere near it, the cross in the middle there indicates that the treasure chest may be located in the shadow of the tree, possibly under or within a log. Anyway, good luck with your search. I hope this has taken you further down the road to finding the chest, and as always, stay safe, be aware of the conditions, and good luck with your search.